Sometimes, childhood doesn't end with a clear moment. There's no announcement. No one says, "You're an adult now." For some people, it happens quietly. One day, you notice that things are falling apart around you, and someone has to hold them together. So you step in, not because you're ready, but because there's no one else. Often, it starts with responsibility arriving before it should. In therapy, we call this parentification, when a child is placed in a role where they must manage emotions long before their nervous system is prepared for it. You learn to stay steady, to solve problems, to be mature, but along the way, you also learn something painful, that your feelings are not the priority. You weren't born resilient. You became resilient. When consistent support is missing, developmental psychology shows that children learn self-reliance early, not the healthy kind, the kind that says, "Don't ask, don't wait, handle it yourself." Comfort becomes unreliable, so you stop expecting it. As adults, these individuals often look strong, capable, put together. But internally, there's tension. Support feels uncertain. Care feels temporary. Trust doesn't come easily. Another pattern we see is something therapists sometimes call uneven growth. When emotional development is rushed, certain traits mature too fast. Responsibility, awareness, seriousness, while other needs are left unattended. You may be insightful and dependable, yet feel empty. For many people who grew up too fast, calm was never truly calm. Silence often meant something bad was coming next, so the nervous system stays alert. Doing nothing feels wrong. Being productive feels safer than being still. Psychology links this to long-term stress patterns formed in childhood, when vigilance was necessary for survival. There is often guilt around needing connection. Research shows that early responsibility can create a quiet belief. If I'm cared for, someone else must be paying the price. So needs are minimized. Requests come with apologies. Rest feels undeserved. Receiving care doesn't feel soothing. It feels unfamiliar. Growing up too fast also sharpens empathy. You notice changes in tone. You sense emotional shifts quickly. You read people well, but you also learn to protect yourself because you understand deeply how costly it can be to care without boundaries. If this resonates with you, psychology doesn't label you as damaged. It understands that your nervous system adapted early. You learned responsibility before safety, strength before softness. Healing isn't about losing that strength. It's about realizing you no longer have to live in survival mode. You're allowed to rest now. You're allowed to need support, and you don't have to carry what was never meant. So let me ask you gently, did you take on more responsibility than you should have? And are you still carrying it today?